Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Group 163 YouTube channel. In today's video, we're going to talk about a couple ways that you can fight racism. More specifically, we're going to address the four topics of speaking up, education, getting involved, and sharing. Let's first start with speaking up. In its simplest form, speaking up means saying something when something racist happens. This could be from a racist remark from someone on the street, an institution or organization behaving in a racist manner, or even an inappropriate joke from a friend. One thing to consider is that speaking up against perpetrators may not always be appropriate, especially if doing so would put you and others around you in harm's way. Instead, walking away from a situation may be the preferred outcome. Remember that speaking up can also include using your words to support someone that has been targeted by racism, and often this form of speaking up can be much more powerful. Speaking up can take a lot of courage, but doing so shows the first line of support in fighting against racism. The second method to fighting racism, which we're going to discuss, is education. This involves educating yourself and those around you on racism, what it is, and ways of combating it. Education is often done after a racist incident happens and someone has spoken out against a perpetrator. But often, education can be more useful when it is used preemptively, in schools and classrooms, and to your children. Especially with the rapid growth of the internet and online communities, educating younger people to be able to identify different forms of racism, such as online racism and cyberbullying, can go a long way to supporting the fight against racism. Education on racism is important to foster an understanding and accepting community, as well as preventing racism from younger generations. The next method to fighting racism that we're going to talk about is sharing. This involves sharing yours or other people's experiences and stories of racism. Whether it be online or in person, sharing your experiences with racism can be a personal and powerful way to connect with everybody, including victims and perpetrators of racism. Sharing your experiences of racism is also important because it helps educate people and share understanding of what racism is really like. Furthermore, it helps shed a light on the presence of racism, no matter what aspect of life you're in. The last method of fighting racism that we're going to talk about is getting involved. Getting involved means engaging, whether it's online, in your schools or communities, or even in your friend group. Getting involved means turning your words into actions and starting groups or joining a community to fight against racism. This is especially important as racism cannot be overcome by one person and instead needs all of us to join together. If you would like to get involved now, feel free to send us your own experiences and stories of racism, and we'll share them on our social media platforms. Thank you for watching.